considered, and I tried to call him, but the phone was always busy or the phone was cut off. I couldn't get through to him for some reason, as if I was like, it's like I was outcast. You see, this is Mansour. This is the person that has helped me the most. Yep, he's the person. He's the person that has helped me the most in this country. To tell you the truth, even with this, well, I could say one of the reasons I really met him was because there was an Afro American, Miss Wilson, is her name. That's the name. Steve. When I said the W, the name came. Steve Wozniak is the person I've met on. I've seen on one occasion. I met and I spoke with him a little bit in San Francisco. Steve Wozniak, because I pronounced the wa, the wa. They call him the was. Steve Wozniak. This woman here, who I made some calls initially to 1984, which is a web hoster, because I didn't want to use my own phones tagged to my identity at the church, and that's how I've had more interactions with Mansour was through with this and meeting him a lot in bonus. So, but I don't know if that was orchestration. This is the first person that I met. He's the first person. He's the first person that I met when I came here, and I told, and then he referred me. They had this woman who's Icelandic, but I think her husband is Icelandic. I'm not sure, but she settled. She's his right hand, and she is Jamaican ancestry. But what I saw, Ashoni Wilson, is that she wasn't. She's not the one I was talking about when I said Wilson. There's another one with last name Wilson or Walker, an Afro American woman who has a dominance and a frustration. She's lived here over almost 20 years or 17 years or something, and she told me about this church in order to get some help, clothing and maybe some food or something. And Mansour partners with that church. But you know, to be kicked out of a country is very humiliating out. Yeah, and then to add that to your resume out of being kicked out. See, the insurance to satisfy the requirements, the millions of krona of insurance, Mansour paid the thousands that was needed to get started. See, this is the agent that handled. See, daughter, that means daughter of Hakana. So she handled my insurance processing for the Utlandinga Stofnam. She handled it, you know. But what happened is a lot of the Muslims here had envy for me being black American because someone of my ancestral appearance, if I were African nationality and born, I would be in a position not to demand or expect so much. It would be clearly understood that I'm in no position to demand or expect anything, or as much or anything. But being that I'm Afro American, it's a little different. And then Kareem Asghari also has relations with the U.S. Embassy. He does. They always invite him for Ramadan and different things. Yeah, his relations. So you never know, you know, what was going on between him and law enforcement. You know, when if they would say, look, we have this guy, he's interested. The Americans have told us about this guy. You let him stay in there and you watch him. You watch him. And I believe the guy Musa, and I'm saying all these beliefs for record, that he was the Musa, the Ghanaian, who says he's Ghanaian, was assigned by Kareem to keep an eye on me while I was in the mosque, staying in the masjid. Yep. I believe that. I really believe that. As if I was a person distrusted, not trusted or anything like that. Very bad, man. Yeah, very bad. So now I got to get ready to go out. It's too late already. I should have already been at the library uploading these videos for today because I'm very stressed out. I don't even have the bus ticket to go down. And they say you can go to any police station, declare political asylum. No, you can't. There's only one. And that's in Hafnarfjordur. So, you know, the reason why is, you want to know the reason why it's there? See, this is a woman. I don't know if this woman was an agent, and she came to me under the pretense of and anybody can set up a Gmail under the pretense, but she was redheaded. She was redheaded, and she had a big butt out, big buttocks, not huge, you know, but for her frame, you know, moderate size, big butt shape, and wide hips. and he was and has a son that's LGBT, or that's what they call transgender. She has a transgender son. And she said, "How'd you manage that?" And she gave me her email, but I was interested more in her buttocks, her butt. Let me tell you the truth, in her shape and her physique. Let me tell you the truth. There's no lie out. No lying in Islam out. Yeah, this is something that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He hates the liar, man. The kids die about. Ooh. No lying in Islam, man. I was interested in that behind hers, man. Something else, but I don't know. But she was from Kentucky, Kentucky, and I don't know, man. I'm trying to marry within Islam, and the Muslims are giving me a very, very hard time, man. A'udhu man. Like I told you, this American sister, 50-something years old, that I want to marry, and she's in the Gulf States and the Khalij, and she's from New York State, but I have to remember, she has a degree in psychology, so her aspect is psychological analysis. I gotta take off Muslim, Islamic hat with my balding head. I gotta put on Cool in the Kango hat. Yeah, she has a degree in psychology, and her view is to prod psychologically. That would be her thing, man. And I gotta realize that. That's why her questions were so pointed and sharp. Like someone told me in New York when I was talking to him about her, I never seem to keep women that I talk about to other men, to Muslim men. He said that woman, whoever you're talking to, I didn't give him her identity or her name. Yeah, the guy was saying to me that those women make sense. They make more sense than we men do. They make sense. She knows what she's doing. She knows what she's probing for. Yeah, she makes sense. And I really need to nikah, and the woman just dropped me dead. Flat. No idea. No answer on WhatsApp. No nothing. So the last question was, I asked her, who's the wali? He said, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, as I'm going out. He said that was her son. And then, inshallah, and then after that, there was no forwarding of the son's information to me at all. And that was the end of it. That was the end. Just like that. Bam. Yeah, the end.